Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Rabbits are wonderful and excellent pets. They can be raised inside the house like our pet dog, or they can be raised in a cage. Whatever the case, we love to bring them out every once in a while to run around the yard. We might notice them happily nibbling almost every plant they encounter. But be aware that not every plant in our yard is safe for them. Does rabbits know if the plants are poisonous? Wild rabbit has no problem identifying which plant is poisonous and which is not. They've grown on their own learning about that. It's their instinct. But it's so much different in pet rabbits. Pet or cage rabbit has a limited access to the greens around them. Their palate are limited only to what we basically feed them. So once they're out on their cage, rabbits are likely to explore the greens they found in our yard. We may find some rabbits nibble on almost every greens they encounter, while some don't even bother to touch them. Keep in mind that not every greens our pet rabbit ingests are safe for them. As they grow, most being fed on what we gave them, they may not identify which greens are safe and which is not. So to sum it up, rabbits that grows in the wild tend to know which plant are poisonous to them. But pet rabbits are different since they have a limited access to the variety of greens. So when they are allowed to roam around the yard, they will most likely try any new green plant, even the toxic ones for them. What plants are considered poisonous for our rabbits that are found around our home? If we allow our rabbits to roam around the house, we must be aware of which plants are considered toxic to them. Basically, most houseplants are to be considered toxic. So to be safe, we must know and identify which of them are safe and which is toxic. Anything that grows on bulbs should be considered toxic. There are varieties of bulb plants that may be useful for us in our daily living, but can be toxic for our rabbits. For example, onions and garlics are very useful for us, but rabbits should not eat it. Why? Because these herbs has an immunosuppressive effect, and it can trigger severe anaphylactic reactions which can be fatal to them to some extent. So we can say that rabbits are allergic to them. Another example of plants toxic to our rabbits are the lily family. Easy to grow and are beautiful decor to our home and yard can be toxic to them. Every part of these plants, from roots, bulb, stem, and flowers are toxic to them. Here are some garden and home plants that are found to be toxic to our rabbits. Fern, rhubarb, English ivy. Iris, tomatoes and potatoes. Hydrangeas, nightshade, lotus plant. aloe vera, kalanchoe, and euphorbia. Monstera, orchids, and ZZ plants. These are just a few plants that can be toxic to our rabbits. It's better to recognize which plants are there in your area for our rabbits' welfare. The good news is, in general, rabbits are not easily poisoned by plants. Most plants that are poisonous to rabbits need to be eaten in large quantities to be truly harmful. So if your rabbit nibbles a leaf or a flower that it shouldn't eat, they'll probably be fine. Unless they will eat the whole potted plant, then that would be a cause of concern. And of course, we choose to be on the safe side. It's better not to risk the health of our rabbits. So before allowing our rabbits to roam around our home, put away potential toxic plants, or better yet, put them in a place that is unreachable for our rabbits. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you again in my next video.